Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for My Hero Academia, chapter 152, and what a chapter of this week. Like, both One Piece and My Hero Academia were amazing this week, because we got a lot of shit ton of action in this one. This one was just Mirio, and the bulk of this chapter is actually Mirio and Overhaul duking it out, and when when Mirio was kind of talking back and forth to Overhaul, and then Overhaul said he had no when Mirio got to the point where he said, "How can you do this to your own child?" and Overhaul said he had no child. It does make me think that this is Horikoshi's way of telling us that yes, Eddie was just a kidnapped child, and Overhaul isn't actually her father. So, yeah, like it's funny. Like even though Overhaul does have good intentions, if that is the case, then it really does put into perspective Overhaul's his mentality and whatnot, because Overhaul does, I think, have at the core good intentions of of trying to revive an organization that's been long forgotten or long forgotten kind of thing. But he's willing to go to such extreme lengths in order to do that. So yeah, it's really one of those times where you really have to put into perspective like how much is too much for basically the greater good. So yeah, it's really fascinating. Like Overhaul he does all this crazy shit, but he's doing it just for such a simple cause as bringing the Yakuza back into the limelight. So yeah, he is dedicated. I'll say that much for sure. And actually, the one really funny, the one really funny but also amazing scene in this chapter is when Mirio was using his cape to dodge bullets and protect Eddie. And you might think to yourself, what's so special about him using his cape? Well, here's the thing. I'm sure for the longest time, a lot of us have had the question of, what does a cape have to? What good is a cape? What use does a cape have to a superhero? I'm sure many times over, reading comics and whatnot, we've all had that age-old question in our minds, and in a way, Horikoshi does actually answer that age-old question by having Mirio kind of use his cape strategically to both dodge the bullets and protect Eddie. So, and wrap area around to protect her. So, yeah, it's Horikoshi. He is definitely using a lot of these age-old, all these comic book tropes and all these Western comic book tropes and designs and whatnot, and he's using them to basically the manga's advantage. Like I said, he's using the whole cape. Like I said, he was using the whole cape thing to pretty much answer the age-old question: what good are these capes used to a superhero? And he just answered it by having Mirio do what he did with his cape. So yeah, I think it's just amazing in that way. And after that, we get pretty much a of course, a good half of this chapter was Mirio and Overhaul duking it out, and that this is actually really one of those chapters where it really makes me pine for hopefully the day when all this stuff is inevitably animated. Like I'm hoping I hope My Hero Academia ends up surviving long enough in the anime industry to say, yes, we want to continue this until the end. Like, there's just a lot of great scenes and a lot of great moments in this chapter that really made me say, I want to see this animated. And one of those, of course, moments, or two of those moments are, of course, in this chapter. The first was Overhaul's backstory, and what's really kind of funny about Overhaul's backstory is that actually funny and kind of ironic now that I think about it, is that, well, yes, it has been made clear that the current Overhaul, he does value his comrades to a certain degree. We could also make the argument that the very reason that all these people ended up following him to begin with was because he was so ruthless, which is something that the Yakuza boss, his old friend, I guess, warned him against, that people aren't gonna want to follow a brute and a murderer, a brute and a brute with no brain or whatnot. So, but yeah, in a way you could say he ended up taking those. He ended up taking a few of what he learned from pretty much from the original boss of the Yakuza gang, and he kind of twisted it and applied it in his own way, because like I said, he does still kind of respect his comrades, but at the same time he is still extremely ruthless and extremely cold-blooded. So yeah, it is one of those things where you kind of take one of those morals and you kind of twist it around to something that actually suits a villain in a way. So yeah, it is kind of funny. But like the scene that really got to me was when I think it was Moto was crawling to Overhaul. Like when you see him crawling all the way to crawling on the ground to Overhaul in order to help him, like that scene, just wow. Talk about dedication. Like if you ever need any proof that Overhaul's whole ideal of being ruthless and being caring worked, then look back on that scene for sure, because that definitely had it. But like that scene was such a cock tease, like seeing the gun being fired, and then and having the chapter end there. That was just like totally. It's one of those scenes where you're like, fuck you, Horikoshi, but you're also amazing for ending it. They're like keeping the suspense going. Like I do really gotta give Horikoshi credit that like he is keeping, a lot of times when he does end his chapters, he keeps the suspense going and makes us want to see more. Like he knows where he wants to. He knows what exactly buttons to push in order to keep us interested. And seeing that last scene of seeing Naoto's firing the gun. Yeah, that was just like, yeah, I want to see more. I want to see fucking more. Yeah, and I guess the other scene that really got to me is Mirio's anger face. Like when Overhaul said Eddie experienced his power firsthand of being disassembled and reassembled, that seeing that anger face on fucking Mirio, like you guys know which one I'm talking about. It's from just the picture I'm using for my thumbnail. But yeah, that particular scene, that was just like that one panel was just fantastic in just how it was being shown, portrayed, and just yeah, like it's just one of those scenes I want to see fucking animated. Like just yeah, this chapter as a whole, it was just one of those chapters I want to see fucking animated, and hopefully one day we will. But yeah, like this chapter as a whole, it was just fantastic. We definitely got we got an amazing fight between Overhaul and Mirio, and we got a little into Overhaul's backstory, and yeah, just an awesome chapter overall. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my review of My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 151. Just, yeah, and if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, or follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.